What's up, guys? Gordon Briley here with Pheno-X Fitness and Nutrition, and today I got some good news for you guys that have been asking about the crossbar and the swiveling bench. Also, it's going to have to do with the highly adjustable landmine and all the accessories that come with this. So, guys that have your own racks already, like I always wanted to make this very inclusive, the stuff that I build, so you guys can actually attach it to your rack. As far as the HelloFit system goes, we have a ton of people, PRX racks, Titan rack, any rack that you can think of, they've already been mounted on, because I do custom cuts to make sure that it's going to fit your rack. I'll just need some information from you guys, so I don't mind doing the extra work to make sure that this stuff works for you guys. So with that being said, my racks are standard. Everything about all these are standard, so they can kind of cross different platforms. But the width of inside to inside is 43 1/4. So as long as your rack is 43 1/4, it's going to work with no problems whatsoever. But I had some specialty pieces made for you guys that have, I know some of Rogue's, even the Monster rack is about 43 inches inside to inside, but 3.5 or 3 inches, uprights. As far as the width goes. So I made some specialty pieces, which one you can see right here, that you can make adjustments. The ones that I have are going to fit my racks. They just have 3 holes. So it's really simple because, like I said, everything's kind of standard. But I made this piece to where it has slide adjustment. The bolts are going to lock down on it. But you can make adjustments to actually move this, push this in or out to meet that center hole, because it's going to feed through the same exact way, especially if you have 1/2 inch holes, 5/8 inch holes. There's not going to be anything else that you need that's going to be any different than this. It's going to use an eye bolt with a quick knob on back. Only thing you'll have to do is when you install this, you'll put it up there and just slide this to meet this edge to make sure that this eye bolt fits through there. So it's that simple. And then tighten the bolts down. At some point, if you're putting a lot of weight, depending on the bolts that you have, it's possible that it could just slide just a little bit and not be perfectly square because of this being slightly bigger than the bolt. So it's possible that it can move, but it doesn't change anything at all. You just may have to tighten your bolts down. But with that being said, this is able to be utilized on your guys' system. If you have one that's bigger than that, I can actually customize it by adding extension pieces on. It's going to cost a little more. Obviously, it's more material. I might have to punch holes. And so I can add length on by telescoping this and then putting this out here so it functions the exact same way. It's just longer. So I can customize it for you guys that have different racks, because this thing is so freaking badass that I want everyone to be able to use it, whether you have Pheno-X racks or not. So the whole concept behind this, being able to swivel, is, and you guys may have seen this, what you would do, let me just explain this first. So the landmine, adjustable landmine, would attach to a wall. So you're going to need a wall behind your rack. And if you have, like, let's say 1/2 rack or something, you can just kind of move that either closer or farther away to the wall for it to work with that landmine, because that's telescoping as well. And I'll show you guys in a second what I mean. So you would just hook it up on your wall and move your rack to wherever it's going to serve you best with the length of that adjustable landmine piece. So then you would be able to use this on the front of your rack and be able to do things like rows. There's a ton of different things you can do, but that chest supported row is really sweet. You're also able to take this, feed it down, and just pin right through here, and this will lock this seat right in place. So if you put this lower, you would actually be able to do things like glute raises. That's another thing you can do if you leave it swiveling. You can do glute raises. You can do all kinds of different things, core stuff. But you can lock this right in place, so it's just a seat. So you can use it for whatever exercises you see fit, whether it's shoulder press, Lots of different things that you can do. And then I also, if you have, for my lat pull downs here, so I just take it, spin it, and then pin it right here, and I just move it to the height to where my bench, it actually holds my legs down perfectly. So that works for that. Again, a million different things that you can do with this, and there's different accessories that hook up within this cube is what I call it. So let me show you, if you guys haven't seen it, which I think most of you guys have. This is the adjustable landmine that I was talking about with the Evo ID rack. So that piece right there is the piece that you would get in all of these. These are all accessories that you can get with the different handles that make it fully adjustable. There is you can see the front load pin right here. That's an accessory. These are all things that you can get to kind of make the diversity of the options that you want to use for your rack even better. So that's kind of all I wanted to go over. We have a ton of different new stuff coming out. The handle that we have is absolutely insane. That turned out perfect. So it has multiple handles. I think I made a video about that, but I'm going to definitely go into more detail and find out if you guys like the style of handles or what kind do you want us to design, because once you have the base and the arms, you're going to be able to create all kinds of different handle types and handle positions, and it's freaking amazing. So just wanted to let you guys know that this is going to be a possibility for your racks. You'll have to reach out via our website at pheno-xfitness.com, and you'll just put in a message to me letting me know like you're interested in it, what your rack is, what rack you have. I'll need to know what the inside dimensions are, inside to inside, and then also the width of this, and I may ask more questions at that point. But we'll customize it to make sure that it fits your rack and works on your rack. And even the 1-inch hole, those monstrosities, I have a solution. And it's probably not the coolest thing in the world because it's an additional step, but it will make it work perfectly. So you would feed the eye bolt through, and on the back side I just made essentially a hole cover, and then you would use the same quick knob. So it's not that big of a deal. You would pop this through, you would just have to keep track of these, put it through here, and then put the knob on. So it basically covers that hole. These are so big that even an inch hole, they can't go through that. So that's going to work just fine with that. So I don't foresee any problems with that. It's just one additional tiny little step, one more thing to keep track of. But since that's the rack you have, that's just what we have to deal with. So I'm trying to find solutions. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. I don't see it being a big deal at all. So again, let me know your comments, your thoughts, and your desires. As weird as that sounds. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what you want to see, and I'll get making it. Thanks for watching.